And finally, from episode 6, this is a real life story about how tax can really make a difference. Tax treaties aren't just bits of paper between governments. They can make real life differences and really give you time back. I was speaking to a client yesterday who lives in Germany. He also sort of lives in the UK. His employer thinks he works from the UK, but he actually sort of works from Germany. Yeah. And he was very worked up about whether or not he should be a UK tax resident, a non-UK tax resident. And one of the things that was interesting, sort of talking him through the way the system works, is you can end up being resident in both, and then you look at the tax treaty to determine who taxes what.
Yeah.
And then you do the same thing as well, even if you're only resident in one. If in his situation, for example, he was working for a UK employer but working from Germany,
yeah,
the UK will always have taxing rights when he's in the UK. And then Germany will have taxing rights when he's in Germany. And then it's a question of how you sort that out to make sure you're not being double taxed.
Yes. So I think when it comes to tax residents, and certainly in the UK, we look at the Statutory Residence Test to determine whether you're considered to be UK tax resident or not. And that's regardless of what's going on with any sort of double tax treaties in your tax residence position in another country.
And that's what we term domestically resident, right?
Yes.
And so often we have people, what do you mean by domestically resident? It's that whole thing of saying, well, you're resident in the UK under the UK's own rules before you've looked at anybody else's rules.
From a UK perspective, you can be considered non-resident by the domestic rules. You can be considered resident by the domestic rules. And then you can, I suppose, be resident per the domestic rules, but then also treaty non-resident in the UK, because per the terms of a double tax treaty, you're actually considered to be tax resident in the other country. And again, looking through potentially a set of tiebreakers, it's determined that you're considered to be treaty resident somewhere else.